listen, and that includes providing farmers information on how the commodity markets close each day and week. I'm Todd Gleason from Illinois Public Media, University of Illinois Extension, inviting you to hear the daily closing market report weekday afternoons at 5:06, and on Saturdays, tune in for Commodity Week with a review of the week's markets at 8:30 in the morning, all on WHOW, AM, FM, and streamed online.
Now, you can listen to WHOW on any Amazon Alexa-enabled device. There are 3 easy steps. Step 1, download the free Alexa app by going to the App Store on your mobile device. Step 2, enable our skill by going to the menu, select Skills, then find WHOW, open the skill. Step 3, activate the skill by saying, Alexa, play WHOW radio. That's all there is to it. And to stop the WHOW stream, just say, Alexa, stop. WHOW, now on the Amazon Alexa app.
CEO Paul Skowron here from Warner Hospital and Health Services in Clinton. Call our family medicine clinic now to get your children's school physical scheduled. We're accepting new patients of all ages. More info by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police blotter, weather forecast, and more. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
News time is 9 minutes after 7 o'clock here on this Wednesday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded 7 o'clock newscast brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and brought to you by Connexus, providing fiber internet to Clinton. Learn more at DeWittDailyNews.com. The city of Clinton recently lost a very active member of the community, and Tuesday night, the Clinton City Council recognized Jerry Milton. Commissioner Dan Ballinger spoke of Milton's dedication to the Clinton Fire Department, but moreover, his dedication to the city of Clinton.
First off, I just want to, I'm sure all of you have read the passing of former city council, Public Health and Finance Commissioner, and Clinton Fire Chief, Jerry Milton. Jerry was with the fire department for 38 years. He served the city council for 12 years. And the fire department will be very involved. Fire and police will be very involved in his funeral this coming Friday. And I encourage all of you to attend if you can. Jerry spent a lot of time with this community, and he was a very important part of it. So
the fire department was busy over the weekend battling a blaze at Stericycle outside of Clinton on Revere Road. Ballinger credited the fire crews for their quick and effective response.
This last weekend, we had a huge fire. We had a huge industrial fire at the Stericycle plant. We got paged out at 3 in the morning. Reports were heavy smoke coming out of the building, which it was. We were able to leave there 2 hours later. Thank you to the Clinton Fire Department for doing an outstanding job on an industrial fire.
Ballinger also reported the Kiwanis Park Playground is getting closer to being completed, as significant work is well underway, and it is looking forward to a fall opening.
The park is coming along very well. Tomorrow, all the playground equipment and the cleanup will be done. Then they take a picture of it and send it off to the people that are going to put the rubber coating down. And as soon as they get the picture, they'll set a date to come back, which we hope is within a couple days, and put the surface down. And shortly after that, we'll have a grand opening ceremony. And the people that are doing the restoration at the cemetery on the old stones, I went out and seen them the other day. They're just keep moving along. They're doing a great job. So, and that's all volunteer work.
The council Tuesday approved the purchase of Air One equipment for the fire department at a cost of $9,275. The council approved the demolition of the former Doc Allen property on Quincy Street, as well as a property on Main Street. News time is 12 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Wednesday. Local officials have been discussing the need for housing when it comes to economic development in DeWitt County. On the WHOW Morning Show Tuesday, Executive Director of the DeWitt County Development Council, Kurt Homan, told Regional Radio they are in the very early stages of running a housing study over the next year with the Illinois Housing Development Authority and creating a housing revitalization plan.
Kind of the discussion has been housing, certainly, and the extreme need for housing, actually in Clinton, but all over DeWitt County for sure. So one of the things we've organized is to have the Illinois Housing Development Authority do a countywide housing study. And that, of course, is going to highlight Clinton, Farmer City, but then also the surrounding areas in the county as well. So it's going to identify housing stock, potential areas of growth, needs. We know we need housing. There's no question about that. But this study we'll be able to do with this is, there are some competitive grants. So we will have a document, roughly a 200-page document that we'll be able to say, hey, we've had these done, we've had this study done, and we feel that the state would be good about giving us a grant to help get some of the resources to actually fulfill some of those needs. Yeah. So that's going to be something that's going to be happening very, very soon. So it's a study and revitalization plan. Okay. So that's the key access with that.
Homan says they can't wait the span of a year for a study to be completed to start working on housing development. So he adds, if there were 100 new housing units in the county, they would be filled very quickly.
So first of all, we can't, the study will take about a year, and we certainly can't wait a year before we start progressing forward. So we're already going to be taking those steps. But I can tell you a year from now, we'll also need, we're also going to need housing. A quick number would be if we had 100 new housing units, and those could be apartments, those could be single family structures, duplexes, fourplexes, whatever, they would be filled. I mean, I can tell you we have that immediate need for housing. So we're going to work on housing in any way possible that we can in the interim. But I can tell you a year from now, we're still going to have those needs for housing growth. And that's a great problem to have. I mean, Clinton and the county has so much going for it, for sure right now. And there's a lot of momentum. We just need to get as many of those folks to live here as possible. So, but the answer is we'll have a document essentially that says, here's some suggestions, here's some areas. And again, we can use that document to essentially get some state and federal funding, we hope.
The county and the city of Clinton have a lot of upcoming employment opportunities available from local businesses and manufacturers. Whether those roles are temporary or permanent, those employees will need somewhere to live.
Quickwall 300 plus jobs, the Constellation Meta deal, those are temporary, but most those still people will need place to live even in the short term. And again, I know it's been alluded to, a different organization is going to be announcing, and we think that's coming this week or early next week, and that's another 250 jobs. So you look at our influx of jobs over the next few months is going to be 600, 700, 800 new jobs in this Clinton area, and we don't have a place for those folks to live. So we want them all to live here if we can. But right now we don't have the spot for that. And again, 10% of your population in new jobs is fantastic for anyone.
The DCDC was also tasked with creating a downtown Clinton revitalization plan, and we'll have more with that from Homan in the days ahead on Regional Radio. News time, 16 minutes after 7 o'clock here on this Wednesday. We've got plenty more to come your way next on the WHOW Morning Show.
Baum Chevrolet Buick offers full transportation options while giving you peace of mind. This is Scott Baum from Baum Chevrolet Buick here in Clinton. This is what we do every day. We listen to you, give you options for routine maintenance, major mechanical problems, or collision repairs with a staff that's knowledgeable to find the best option for you. Baum Chevrolet Buick, your full-service dealer. See us at BaumChevyBuick.com right from the start.
Experience the power of better connection with Connexus Fiber Internet. Connexus delivers ultra-fast, reliable speeds to keep you connected at the speed of life. Whether you're working from home, streaming your favorite shows, or gaming with your friends, Connexus has you covered. Say goodbye to buffering and dropped calls and say hello to fiber fast internet. Ready to upgrade your connection? Sign up today by clicking the Connexus icon at DeWittDailyNews.com. Nothing connects us like Connexus.
News time
In
is
today's digital world, one medium stands out for reaching America's farmers and ranchers: Ag Radio. Farm broadcasters connect agricultural advertisers with the most trusted voices in rural America. While farmers may scroll past online ads or skip television commercials, they actively listen to farm broadcasters for weather updates, market reports, and agricultural news that impacts their livelihood. Ag Radio reaches farmers where they work, in combines, tractors, barns, and trucks across rural America. These aren't just radio personalities, they're trusted advisors who've built relationships with agricultural communities for generations. Data from the National Association of Farm Broadcasting shows that 80% of farmers rely on Ag Radio as a primary information source during planting and harvest seasons, exactly when your agricultural product or service needs to be top of mind. Ready to put the power of farm broadcasting to work for your brand? Visit IllinoisFarmRadio.com and connect with the voices that farmers trust most.
News time is 18 minutes after 7 o'clock here on this Wednesday. Again, I'm Seth Lawrence with you folks today for this expanded local newscast. The Illinois Grazing Lands Coalition hosting grazing schools later this month. One will be in Cambridge, September 12th and 13th, and the other in Waltonville, September 26th and 27th, says the coalition's Logan Karcher. More information is available at ilgrazinglands.org. Illinois harvest permits are now available. The Illinois Farm Bureau Association Director of Transportation and Infrastructure is Rodney Knittel, who says harvest permits are good December 31st. More information is at ilfb.org and type in Illinois harvest permits in the search box. News time is 22 minutes after 7 o'clock here on this Wednesday. Most consumers may not realize Christmas tree adorning their homes, offices, and other locations during the holiday season was a labor of year-round passion by a Christmas tree grower. Rod Bain is joined by a Christmas tree farmer to discover how they work to bring the gifts of the trees to customers this year. News time, 27 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Wednesday. Coverage of news today is brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and brought to you by Connexus, providing fiber internet to Clinton. Learn more at DeWittDailyNews.com. Stay with us. Coming up in sports, week 2 of the high school football season comes up this Friday night. Monticello, after a 21-6 win over IVC, has a lot of improving to do. We hear from football coach Cully Welter in sports next.
AgriTalk is the radio talk show for American agriculture. Hi, everybody. I'm Chip Flory, your host. We join you weekday mornings from 10 until 11 on WHOW, on AM and FM, and on the WHOW streams. We provide farmers and ranchers with timely insights and information aimed at improving their operations. Join me, Chip Flory, weekdays at 10:06 on Central Illinois Ag Station, WHOW.
Get WHOW programming live or on demand right there on your desktop, tablet, iPhone, or smartphone when you want it 24 hours a day. Just go to DeWittDailyNews.com. If you want to listen to live WHOW programming, just click the Listen Live icon. And if you want to hear one of your favorite WHOW programs when you want to, just click on the Audio on Demand icon. WHOW programming is there when you want it. Just another service from the big 1520 AM and 92.3 FM WHOW.
More than 200 members of Congress are standing up for AM radio listeners. The AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act will keep AM radio in cars, because when cell and internet services are down, this free service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 39179. Tell Congress to pass this critical legislation now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Our local hospitals are the heartbeat of our communities, delivering critical care every hour of every day for everyone, training the next generation of caregivers. Beyond the walls, their benefit to the community is everywhere, driving the local economy and supporting local organizations, initiatives, and neighbors. Illinois Hospitals, healing communities. Learn more at team-iha.org. Sponsored by the Illinois Health and Hospital Association. Aired in cooperation with the Illinois Broadcasters Association and this station.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. President Trump is sounding an alarm over a federal court ruling declaring his tariffs illegal. The administration is appealing that ruling. A boatload of drugs headed for the U.S. has been blown to bits by the American military in the southern Caribbean. President Trump says the vessel was being operated by gang members and was hit in international waters after leaving Venezuela. The leaders of Russia and North Korea have met and conferred on the occasion of a massive military parade that took place in China's capital, Beijing. As Putin watched the parade, Russia continued launching attacks on Ukraine, this time firing more than 500 drones and 24 missiles at its neighbor. Watching Wall Street, the Dow futures are down 26 points. NASDAQ futures up 171. More details at srnnews.com.
Time now for a look at sports. I'm Seth Lawrence with this report. A high school football team's improvement often shows the most from week 1 of the season to week 2. For Monticello coach Cully Welter, he hopes his team realizes how much improvement they need to achieve to make how much improvement they need to make after a 21-6 win over IVC last week in its season opener.
So we had a bad week. We're young. We're inexperienced. I mean, I'm gonna use that excuse to a degree. You know, at some point you've got to, and I'll take some of the blame because sometimes I throw too much at them. I'll try to pare it down a little bit. We had to pare it down because Jake Robinson goes out, and the one thing I was confident in coming in was that our receivers knew what they were doing. But taking him out, Jake Weeks, give him credit. He had to step up and play tight end, which he's never done. So we were just a little bit discombobulated. But at the end of the day, we hung in there when it looked really bad. You got the victory, and if you don't satisfy with winning an ugly game, then you get the victory and you realize how much more you need to improve and how much we need to get better.
Monticello will be a very young team to start the season. Coach Welter says a few things during its win went their way that allowed them to get IVC away from what they wanted to do offensively.
To be honest with you, I think to some degree we were a benefit of circumstances. Like I think we still struggle. Like I think they got away a little bit once we got ahead from just running the ball right at us. I think we fit a little bit better, but we also pinned them down on the 1 yard line twice, which kind of limited what they could do. And then once we got that second touchdown, I felt like they went to the air attack. But I think we definitely have to get better in the middle of our defense against the run.
At 1-0, Monticello hosts rival Tolono Unity Friday night. The Sages upset the Rockets in the Class 2A state semifinal last fall. Unity boasts a lot of talent that returns from that team. Game time Friday night is 7 p.m. Hear all the action on 95.9 FM WEZC and online at DeWittDailyNews.com. Andrew Benintendi went 4 for 5 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs as the White Sox beat the Minnesota Twins 12-3 Tuesday night. Kyle Teal and Lenine Sosa hit back-to-back homers off Hatch, leading off the 7th inning.
Teal hits a high fly ball out in the deep right center field, and it is gone! Kyle Teal makes it 6-3. And he swings and launches out into left center. And it is gone into the bullpen.
Short and powerful and to the point and got result. Back-to-back home runs for the White Sox, who add to their lead. It's 7-3.
Number 19 for Lenine.
Brooks Baldwin had 3 hits for the White Sox, who have won 3 in a row, with the score tied 3-3 in the 6th. Benintendi and Baldwin each hit RBI singles of Twins reliever Thomas Hatch as the Sox took a 5-3 lead.
Swinging a base hit to left. Montgomery scores. Mead's going to be held by Justin Jershely at third. It's 4-3 Sox. A 3-1. Baldwin grounds into left, a base hit. Mead will score. Benintendi to second. It's 5-3.
2 really nice at-bats back-to-back.
Davis Martin won his 6th straight start. He gave up 3 runs on 6 hits in 6 innings. Benintendi hit a solo homer in the 2nd inning and added a 3-run drive in the 8th.
Swinging a drive, well hit to right, and it is gone. Andrew Benintendi with a line shot rocket over the high wall and right, and we're tied at 1. You not only, as Benintendi sends one high and deep out of the right center field, this one's back there, and it is gone. Second one tonight. This one drives in 3, and it's 12-3.
That one was no doubt when it ended up in the second deck out there and straightaway right center field.
The Twins will send right-hander Zebby Matthews to the mound against the Sox Yendry Gomez on Wednesday. Kyle Tucker hit a 3-run homer and added a single. Shota Imanaga pitched 6 solid innings as the Cubs beat the Braves 4-3 Tuesday night. Imanaga allowed 3 runs on 5 hits in 6 innings for the win. Nico Horner added 2 hits as Chicago won for the 4th time in 5 tries. The Cubs are 5 games behind NL Central leading Milwaukee. Daniel Palencia worked around 2 singles in the 9th for his 22nd save. Tucker left the game in the 7th inning, though, due to left calf tightness and was replaced in right field by Willie Castro. He hit his 22nd home run, and Ian Happ's RBI single made it 4-0 in the 3rd inning. Kevin Alcantara, recalled from AAA Monday, started center field in place of the slumping Pete Crow Armstrong, who went 1 for 3. Crow Armstrong entered hitting just $160 with a homer and 5 RBIs in 28 games since August 1st. Atlanta's Bryce Elder faces Cade Horton tonight to wrap up the 3-game series. Ivan Herrera hit a go-ahead 2-run home run. Miles Michaelis pitched 6 solid innings to help the Cardinals beat the A's 2-1 Tuesday night. Michaelis gave up a run on 5 hits in 6 innings. He did not have a strikeout and walked 1. The right-hander was 0-2 with a 6.04 ERA in 5 August starts. Matt Swanson followed with the 2 scoreless innings, and JoJo Romero pitched a 1-2-3 ninth for his 6th save. Victor Scott II drew a leadoff walk from Hogan Harris in the 6th, and Michael Kelly replaced Harris with 2 outs and Scott on 3rd, and Herrera hit his 12th homer 3 pitches later for a 2-1 lead. The Cardinals have just 3 wins in their last 11 home games. A's left-hander Jeffrey Springs starts Wednesday's rubber match opposite Matthew Liberatore. Get sports anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com.
This is staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki with your regional radio forecast. Overcast skies today with a chance of thunderstorms. Daytime highs approaching 82. Southwesterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies tonight, chance of thunderstorms. Lows dip down to about 49. Ample sunshine expected tomorrow. Daytime highs approaching 71. Hear weather twice an hour or online anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com. Right now,